Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video if you'd like to follow my Vbac journey. So today I thought I would do a video about pregnancy essentials, labour essentials, especially if you are going for a Vbac. So I thought that would be really useful for you guys to see, because obviously if you've never had a Vbac before, like myself, I did lots and lots of research into what to get, so I hope you do find this useful. So I'm passing on some tips and products. So first of all, I started off by getting this. This is called a wiggle board, and basically what you do is, like, it's kind of like got these wee little bits here, so it can be quite uncomfortable if you're sitting on it for a long time, but because it's like you blow it up and it's like kind of mouldy like this, obviously your bum goes on here and it kind of like tilts your pelvis, so you're not just like stationary, like sitting down like stiff. It like kind of helps you like wiggle and move your pelvis, which is obviously really important, especially if you're wanting a Vbac. It just helps your pelvis sort of like be in that tilted position rather than be slouched and sit back. It helps with your posture as well. So you can just get this off Amazon. I just typed in wiggle board and this came up, so that was really good. The next thing that I'd recommend getting, especially again for Vbac, obviously if you've never had a Vbac, then obviously this is great as well. It's called a diffuser. Now it is plugged in, so I can't show you it, but I will add a picture in. Yeah, basically I bought that, and what it is that basically I bought this to go alongside it, which is essential oils. Now it is slightly pricey, but if you're like me and you kind of like, I quite like sort of like natural stuff and you know, like just like kind of stuff that's all natural, alternative like therapies and things like that. This is like really good, especially you know, when you're wanting to be mindful and positive, and I'm wanting to do hypnobirthing as well, so this is kind of like aromatherapy, and it just helps you meditate and just feel like really calm and relaxed and de-stressed. So you get like lots and lots of different like essential oils, and obviously you don't have to know exactly what each oils are for, but you can sort of like Google what is the benefits of these and pick ones accordingly. Obviously everyone knows lavender's calming, so I'll probably have that on like when I'm at the hospital. I'll probably bring it with me and like have lavender just to create like a really nice calm environment. But I also quite regularly use peppermint and sweet orange, because that promotes sort of positive energy and positive vibes and things like that. So I do that when I'm doing yoga. So I try and do yoga every day if I can, and I usually, what I do is I just like YouTube yoga for optimal fetal positioning, so that's really helped. So it's just all about like creating space for your baby, keeping you flexible. I was like literally doing jiu-jitsu, football, running, also had PT, so I'm a very active person. So from going from obviously doing all of that to basically none of that because of lockdown, yeah, it's just been crazy. So obviously you tend to get really stiff, but I basically have like a tilted pelvis. So your pelvis, should imagine that's your pelvis, should be like that, but when the uterus muscle on this side is really tight, so it's actually like pulling it forward, so it's like tilted like this, which causes a lot of like sciatic pain and really sore. And I need my muscles, especially if I want to have a successful Vbac, I need my muscles to be really flexible and not, if you imagine an elastic band, you want it to be nice and elastic. You don't want it to be really stiff and tough for when you're going into labour. You know, just make things a little bit easier, especially around your C-section scar. So I would recommend, if you can, seeing an osteopath. I did have one session and she was doing like these little movements to help around my C-section scar, because of the scar tissue obviously want that to be able to expand and create that room for your baby's head to drop into your pelvis, which is obviously optimal for having a VBAC or any labour, any natural labour. But obviously again, due to lockdown, they've shut now. So obviously, yeah, yoga is just absolutely brilliant, and having that essential oil diffuser is honestly been the best thing. It just really relaxes you and focuses yourself on breathing. Yoga is just amazing, and I'll probably continue doing it after pregnancy as well. The next thing is, I hadn't heard of this before. I didn't even think this would be a thing, but I watched another YouTube video and they had it. So it's basically, I don't know if you can see it, probably back to front for you, but it's basically a peri bottle. I'll show you the little, I don't know if you can see. That's basically what you do. So after you obviously give birth, apparently peeing is really sore. Obviously that depends, and they usually say to take a jug of water for like when you're peeing after giving birth, to pour on your foofy. But this is like designed, this little peri bottle, so that you can fill that up. I've not opened it yet, and basically squeeze that on when you're doing a pee. So I thought that would be really good to have, so I'll take that to the hospital with me. And yeah, that's meant to be really helpful, especially after giving birth. Now this one, I would say definitely you should really think about getting this. So this is from the Natural Birthing Company. Absolutely love their stuff. I've got so much of their things. They're a little bit pricier, but to be honest, I just invested everything because I just honestly want nothing more than to have a successful VBAC. So I just literally researched everything, invested so much money in everything. And yeah, so this one's called Down Below, okay, and it's a perineal massage oil. I didn't even know what a perineal or perineum was until I obviously did a lot of research. But basically, this oil, as you can guess, down below, you use this oil to massage your perineum, and you should probably start doing this, I would say, about 32 weeks. And what the benefits are of this is you can either do it yourself or your partner, whatever. So Google what perineum and perineum massage and I'll tell you all about it. I'll get into the nitty gritty details. But basically you use this massage, and what that does is it basically helps expand your you know, the perineum, like that muscle. It helps, remember we're talking about elastic band, it helps that be a little bit more flexible and stretchy. So basically it reduces your risk, so they say, it reduces your risk of tearing, you know, because that would be very unpleasant when you're giving birth. So yeah, if you start doing that about 32 weeks, they say that, you know, that's enough time, good to go, to help soften your, you know, the perineum and expand your vaginal opening, ready to give birth. So yeah, I would definitely invest in this, especially if this is a VBAC, because obviously we've not had a natural birth before, so this is like our first natural birth sort of thing. So definitely invest in this. And then the next one that I've got is actually, I got this on offer from Boots. This again is the Natural Birthing Company. This is Mama's Moments Birthing Essentials Kit, and this would be great if you're having a baby shower and you know, like people get you random things. I would definitely ask to get some of these. So it's got loads of different things in it, and it comes in a cute little bag, which I'll probably take with me and put all my birthing company things in here. So it's all together. So it's got Sleepy Mama, and this one it says is sleep can be troublesome when you're working around your baby's body clockwork. So Sleepy Mama brings a feeling of relaxation to both body and mind when you need it most. So I think when you hit your third trimester, don't know about you guys, I'm obviously 33 weeks and I'm finding it so difficult to relax and sleep, and you really especially need that now. Like I do have a toddler, you know, so my days are, I'm just getting exhausted and I'm having really bad insomnia and like trouble sleeping. So this has honestly been amazing. you can just like it says relaxing pillow mist, so just mist it on your pillow, and it's so calming and really helps me sleep. Obviously if you're having contractions or you're in the middle of like, you know, when you're getting before labour, preterm labour, and I guess you could use this and mist this as well, just to keep yourself calm. So obviously if you don't want to buy your diffuser and bring that all, or you've forgotten to take it to the hospital, this stuff I guess would be a little portable thing that you can take with you and just spray it. So that's fab. The next one is Breathe and Relax. Again, this is calming. This is a massage oil. So this one, a massage helps to ease any feelings of discomfort. It's a great way for your birthing partner to get involved too. So again, if you remember, if you're super prepared, super organised, and you're in preterm labour, your partner, you can tell them to get this one and sort of like massage you, or like if you're having your contractions, you've got a sore back, that's a great way for them to be involved. And of course I'm going to take this with me, whether or not Dean, my partner, uses it, or whether it gets used, I don't know, but it's a good in theory. But of course you can even start using it now. I get a really sore back, and obviously I get sciatica, so using that to get a nice good wee massage, it just calming, relaxing, awesome. So a combination of these two would be brilliant. Okay, so we've also got Cool It Mama, this wee little bottle here. So this cooling spritz will calm, refresh and revitalise both you and your birthing partner throughout labour. So this is a definite must. I am definitely going to bring this, and definitely going to ask him to use it, because you get so sweaty and hot apparently. Even in my C-section I was so sweaty and hot, and I wish I had like a spritz. Like, hospitals are roasting. So obviously just to cool down, he can get that and spray it on me. I was going to take like a setting spray bottle and put water in it. You get like I think you can get it from Lidl's actually. It's like a can, and it's got like it's like a hydro mist, so this would be just as good. And it's developed by midwives, these products, so it's a win-win. It's brilliant. So I'm definitely going to see about bringing that and definitely get him to use it. Bless him, depends on how labour goes, he might end up picking the wrong bottle and spraying me with oil. Get that all about me. Bless him, but I'm sure it'll be fine. This one, Bottoms Up, so soothing bottom spray. So you would use this to soothe any feelings of soreness or tenderness after birth. Perfect for stitches or hemorrhoids too. So this one brings me on to the next product, which is a must, guys. Please get this. It's witch hazel. So it's witch hazel pads. So you can get, not very nice, again, go and Google it to get all the nitty gritty details. You can get hemorrhoids either during pregnancy or after. It's when there's a lot of pressure put on your bottom, and you can get hemorrhoids, and they're not nice at all. They're not pleasant. I had them during the start of my 3rd trimester, and they're not very nice at all. But definitely, even if you have stitches or grazing, or it's just sore after giving birth, I mean, you're pushing a baby out your poopy. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to, obviously when I'm nearer the time, I'm going to open the little, it's like a little tub of them, and I'm going to open these, put them into a zippy bag. So I'll get my sanitary towel that I'm going to be using after birth. Obviously you need to use lots of sanitary towels, and put them along the sanitary towel, probably along with this, like use a combination of the Bottoms Up and the witch hazel pads, just to cool everything down there. You know, even with a C-section you feel all minging and weird down there, so I think that'll be a really good idea. So definitely, if anything, invest in at least in the Bottoms Up and a witch hazel pads, and use them on your sanitary towels after you give birth. Amazing. The other thing is, going alongside the yoga that I was talking about earlier, get a birthing ball. Just type in like an exercise ball or yoga ball. I got mine for like £12 off Amazon. And just making sure that you're on your ball 10 to 20 minutes per day at least. I use it to eat my food on. I use it when I'm sitting down. I don't even sit on the couch anymore unless I'm really tired. Then I Obviously lie down or get in a comfortable position, always on my left side. But yeah, just like bouncing on the ball. And then when you're sitting there, even when I'm eating my food, I just kind of like do like swivel hips and like get your hips. It's really good to just open your pelvis and get that movement in your pelvis ready for you giving birth. You know, you don't want to be all stiff, and it just to help you, you know, throughout it all. Now this one is really relevant for me at the moment. This is raspberry leaf tea. Now you can get raspberry leaf tea sort of from Holland and Barrett's, or depending which country you're in, from your like your Herbie store, like the place where you'd be like, oh, that's where vegans go sort of thing, like your natural sort of store. However, there's tons of different brands out there. What I got this off of Amazon, and it's organic and it's 100% raspberry leaf, because all these ones you buy from the supermarket or from shelves, they literally only have 30% of raspberry leaf tea, and people are like, oh, raspberry leaf tea, it doesn't work, but that's probably because they've had those products. Now this one is 100% organic, 100% raspberry leaf tea, and you start taking raspberry leaf tea. Obviously you need to buy a strainer because it's loose tea leaves, so you need a tea strainer, and you would use that to make a cup of tea from 32 weeks, not before 32 weeks. I actually started it this week, so 33 weeks, just in case. And it basically softens your uterus, and the reason why, so you take 1 cup a day up until 37 weeks, and then you start taking 3 to 4 cups a day. It just gives your body enough time to build up the raspberry leaf tea ready for your labour. And you don't want to take more than 1 cup a day, because obviously that's said to help induce labour. So that's why when you get to about 36-37 weeks, you take the 3 to 4 cups to sort of like, you get that really in your system. So I'm hoping that kind of works. I've started it anyway. A lot of people don't like the taste of it, but I actually really like the taste. And I don't know whether because it's 100% raspberry leaf rather than the 30% you get from the supermarket, I don't know if it's got a different taste, but I really like it. I think it's nice. I mean, I have like green tea and things as well anyway, so I quite like my herbal teas. Now these aren't essential, but because I got a tea strainer, and like I said, I like herbs, alongside the raspberry leaf tea I also got nettle tea and dandelion tea. So I sort of put a mixture of all 3 of those in my tea strainer, ready for a nice cup of tea. And the benefits, these are also 100% organic, and you could add honey as well if you wanted to. So the benefits of dandelion leaf tea is it contains a lot of potassium, which is really good, and it's also really good for your liver and kidneys as well. So yeah, have a little Google of the benefits of this. I literally Google that. I don't know about you guys, but literally my search history is blah 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 blah, safe during pregnancy. Literally my whole entire Google search history is like that. But yeah, it's really good for you. So it's just getting you those nutrients, and I don't know whether it makes it taste the raspberry leaf tea taste nicer, but it's just a little mixture. And the nettle tea, again, have a little Google of the benefits of that, but basically it's contains so many like nutrients. It helps with your blood sugars, it helps reduce your blood pressure if you've got high blood pressure. So yeah, I just, like I said, I'm a bit of a hippie, bit of a, you know, whatever. I like to keep everything nice and natural, and that's obviously another reason why I would really love to have a VBAC. But yeah, these are just some sort of things that I've got for you know, pregnancy essentials, especially for a VBAC. So I hope you find it useful. If there is something that you think, oh my goodness, have you not heard of this, like you need this, then please put it in the comments if I've left anything out. But yeah, these are just all the things that I've got, which is essential. I would say that they're essentials. And they've really helped me, all the products so far. Obviously the stuff that's for after labour, I'm sure I'll review them after labour and tell you how I got on with that. But yeah, definitely, I think I mentioned it in my first video as well, is becoming a part of a VBAC group, Facebook group. It's so empowering hearing stories from other women, and it also makes you, you know, people that you can relate to and that can relate to you as well, because you know, people who haven't been through what we have, you know, sometimes they won't understand to the full extent, and it's just nice to feel heard and ask questions, and read stories from women who have been through a similar thing or are going through a similar thing, especially during COVID as well and lockdown. It's difficult to, you can't go to baby and toddler groups, so being able to be part of that, you can make new friends that are going through the same things as you, and it's just a lovely group to be a part of. And also one thing that it's taught me as well is, the women that are on there, some of them don't all get their Vbacs, and their posts are so empowering to remind you that, they tried, we were all trying, we're all doing our best that we can, and like they, had to end up getting an emergency section, they had to end up getting a section, but that's okay because that doesn't make you any less. It's a major thing to go through, major surgery, but it, they were just saying that they didn't even care, like their baby was there, they were safe, and it just reminds you that it's okay. Like if things don't go the way that you want them to, if you don't get what you want, then that's okay too. Like you're trying, we're trying, and we can only just do the best that we can. And ultimately at the end of the day, our bodies, we're such extraordinary, like women are so extraordinary, like what we can do and what our bodies can do. So at the end of the day, we just need to believe in ourselves and trust our bodies to do what's right. That's all we can do, and just make sure that we're healthy, safe, and the baby's healthy and safe, and that's just the best thing that we can do. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video, and like I said, picked up a few things that maybe you're going to go out and buy as well. But I'd love to know if you're also going through this journey in the comments, and if I've left anything out or you could recommend something to me that I need to get, that would be great. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.